So we're in a new house. Many of you probably know this. And because of that, we are setting up or looking at setting up new security cameras because we like to have them in our house. And these guys here actually reached out to us, Xsense. Now you will be seeing a second video because these guys sell all kinds of like smoke detectors. I think primarily that was their thing, smoke detectors and like carbon monoxide detectors and things like that. And we ordered a whole bunch of them because they were reasonably priced. But they reached out to us originally because they had the security camera. So I was like, yeah, I'm down. Let's try it out. We can put this in the back. Where it's going to go. So this is the Xsense S21 outdoor security camera. 2K, 4 megapixel spotlight camera running on 2.4 or 5 gigahertz. That's kind of new because not all of them will do the 5 gigahertz. 156 degree viewing angle, color night vision with motion activated lights, two-way audio, IP66 waterproof. All kind of looks good, right? There's a little video you guys can look at. I'll probably put some shots up there. There's your daytime, nighttime, right? 2K resolution. I always find it funny when they're like, oh, look, we have this resolution. It's awesome. And then they show you before and after. I'm like, nobody has that bad a video, but whatever. Waterproof, very good. There's your viewing angle, which is really good. We may put this one up actually just to look at the backyard. So having that wide angle would be really nice. Built-in alarms, motion sensing so the lights come on, adjustable detection area. My guess would be with their app. So let's crack open the box, see what comes in it, and then I'm gonna go mount it and hook it up because it's supposed to rain today and for the next like 2 days after today. So I wanna get it hooked up and then we'll play with the app. All right, coming up. All right, my friends, so here it is, outdoor Wi-Fi spotlight camera, S21. Looks solid. There is, it says right there, there's a QR code. Now there's a QR code on the back as well. You guys can see here. This is like specs, basically what I read off. This one just takes you to their website. I'm hoping this one here, this fella, is gonna be what's used to actually get the application, is my hope. Let's see. Is it doing it? My guess would be, yep. So, cool. We'll get that to come down. Nice. And let's see what's in the box. I'm guessing the camera. I think this one is like solar powered or solar powered enabled. This is, well, that's good quality. It's plastic in this area, it looks like, but it's got some thickness to it. Metal base plate for sure. This is going to screw into wherever you're going, and then you got an Allen key just to tighten this up, right? It says lock, just to kind of get that into position. You do have a big power cable. This is going somewhere. All right, I thought this was solar powered. Maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about. Maybe this is just, it's outdoor. It's an outdoor camera. Maybe that's all. That's it. So maybe I'll put this in the front, maybe, because I have to go find out where I have power. You know, that's kind of important. Anything under here? So it does have a little thank you for choosing us. You're welcome. It does have a manual. It's a lovely manual. I'm gonna say it. It's a lovely manual. Shows you all the stuff that comes in it. Why did I think this was solar powered? It's not. It's not. Is you plug it in. Okay, very good. Setting up the router, turning on the camera. Yeah. Maybe it can be. Maybe. I don't know. Did I buy one? I bought a bunch of them. I actually bought some. Maybe those. I don't think so. Oh, and this is a drill hole. So this is a little template to make sure you get your holes proper. I like that. Don't lose that. And you get a little under video surveillance. These are things that you're supposed to put on your house so that somebody bad that's breaking in would be like, oh, I'm being recorded, so maybe I shouldn't break in, because heaven forbid they didn't have that thought before they were thinking about breaking into your house. All right, so this in here is all the goodies. So you get a whole bunch of little twisty stuff. That's an Ethernet cable. All right, these are your wall anchors and screws. I'm with you. And there's a power cable. So I'm trying to look at this one. I'm looking at this because this is going somewhere, right? And then this. Oh, I see. One's Ethernet. So if you wanted to hardwire this, I'm guessing. And I'm guessing these are caps for if you're not using one of them. So let's say you don't want this one, you cap it off. You pop a cap in there. Yeah, and then that's your power, right? So that's just gonna, is that just doing that? And I'm guessing one of these goes over top of that, so you get a waterproof seal on there. Would be my guess. Well, let's just take a look before I go outside. I'm gonna go outside and just mount this on the wall. So this has a bunch of stuff, and I'm sure they want to tell you how it is. So that. Maybe it goes on that somehow. I don't know. Okay, I figured it out. I looked in here and the parts, and they call it the right here. You guys can see that 1x Ethernet port waterproof kit. So you just basically you'd run this cable through it, and this just kind of screws on, and then you would just snug this in, and you'd get a good seal. And then when you want to take the cable off, you twist it and it just pops open. I'll keep it on because I think it'll just help water not get in there. Okay, so I am going to hook this up outside right now, and before the rain, and then we'll run the app and see what we can do. All right, hold on. Okay, so we're back in the house. We've got the camera mounted. So mounted pretty easy. Setup, actually, just to be aware, set up the camera before you mount it, because there's a QR code on the top of it that you need to scan, and I of course mounted it and then realized that I couldn't see the QR code, so then I had to take it off, and then I scanned it and started the setup and then mounted it while the setup was happening and configuring. And then I got it mounted, and then of course the setup failed because I typed the password of my Wi-Fi in wrong. So then I had to take it back off again. So do it all on the table. Just plug it into power. Follow the instructions. The instructions are easy, nothing hard. And then once it's connected, you can unplug it and take it out and replug it back in where you're going to put it and mount it that way. So my mess up saves you time. So just be aware. Okay, so let's bring up the app, shall we? Let's bring up the app. So a little screen recording going here for you guys. So here it is. This is it. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. And that's the front. I'll bring that up here. That's what it's seeing, right? Now the one thing, it has a tilt like this, but it doesn't really have anything kind of like to set it up off to the side a little bit. At least maybe I didn't see it, but it would be nice to just tilt it a little bit off to the side. I should be able to maybe figure that out. But there it is. Inside here, of course, there's a bunch of buttons because I believe that this app will be useful for different cameras coming out. So there's like a remote so you can move it, but this isn't a motorized camera, so you can't do that. Ability to snap a photo, microphone to be able to talk. There's a little camera icon right here to record, so you can see it start recording right there. You do get 7 days or 7 free days of cloud storage if you want. I took the 7 days because I just didn't put an SD card in right now, but there it is. You just hit that to stop it. You do have, again, the activity I have turned on. Sound detection is off because there's always noise, but you can turn that on if you want to. You know, it's all kinds of option here. You can see in here with the activity, all kinds of different things. I have mine set to medium, full-time mode, I specified an area because it's getting about a quarter of the wall in there, so it doesn't need to detect anything there. Nobody's coming out of that wall. If there is, way different concerns, right? So that's good. Go back here. Your top one up here is kind of your overall settings. So if you wanted to format your SD card, if check for firmware upgrades, set alarms, if you have a plan for the cloud. Right now you'll see if I tap that, there's all the different plans. I have the 7-day free one right now. Cool. And then that little plus to be able to add cameras, and there's a little grid there beside the plus, and that one basically I think is if you have multiple cameras, you can kind of put them up in a grid. Now if we turn this on, you guys, maybe I can get this going full screen. There you go. It's got, you guys hopefully can see that. It's a lovely image. And I connected it to a 2.4 gigahertz because even though 5 gigahertz are faster, 2.4 gigahertz can go further. So I just wanted that extra strength. But that image quality coming out of there is excellent. Gives us lots of view, people or cars coming into the driveway and up the walkway. And I can see my car fully. So if anything happens, it's recorded. So that's really good. And you can pinch in. Talks about that. You can see how good that quality is there, pinched in. Little bit of wind going right there. You can see the trees fluttering around. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'll turn that a bit like that. Right, you can see the trees fluttering, the little bushes there. But yeah, you can just kind of move that around inside that. That 2K, I'm guessing, is giving you that little bit of extra resolution to kind of move around there. Yeah, so I'm pleased. Hopefully, hopefully we never need to utilize it. And even for, I think, a basic package with them for some storage, it's like $5 a month. Cloud storage is kind of important. And I'd like to see companies like this, if you guys are listening, utilize things like iCloud and things like that. So for those of us that have that, we should be able to store our data onto that because we have lots of it if we do. I think inside here, like if we come back out of this, I think you do have the ability in one of these possibly to go in and look and talk about Dropbox. So you may be able to store to Dropbox. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, see security settings, light settings, power frequency, smart control, Dropbox settings. So it says once you click on it, no SD card. So I'm not 100% sure how that works, but I'll be playing around with this more. But yeah, I think, you know what, this is like $79 US. I don't think you can complain too much about that. It's honestly, it was really easy to set up. Just make sure where you're setting it up because it is powered, right? It needs to be close to somewhere to plug it in. But that's kind of the only thing. Takes SD cards or micro SD cards. I can't remember which one. And that's kind of it. If you guys have any questions on it, as I'm using it, I'll be using it now. That's where it is. It's its permanent home. It's sitting right there. Let me know in the comments down below, and if I can answer them, or if anybody else has this camera and can answer them. Community, right? That's what we're for. All right, guys. This is the Xsense S21 outdoor security camera. For 80 bucks, I think. You know what? You can't go wrong. All right, my friends. I'm going to leave you there. Links to Xsense's website. And we will have, again, some more videos coming up in regards to their like smoke alarm and CO2, carbon monoxide detector. Yeah, coming up. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And we will see you tomorrow. Next video. Later, guys.